We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A little juke. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Touchdown, Patriots! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Pats very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Achane. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
Bracco 80. Warrior 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Off play action. Terry. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Now HN on 1st and 10. And
they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Cougar 19. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60.
Throwing on 1st down. Terry. They'll swing this out wide. Here's HN. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
This is 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Terry.
Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Pioneer. Ready.
Throwing after the interception. Terry. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there.
Ready.
They needed something good to happen, Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Terry. He'll dump this off to Achane. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On first down, Blackwell. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8.
79 Broncos.
Off the play fake. Terry. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go now.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Hurt.
And the tight end goes in motion left.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
On 3rd down, Terry. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Ready, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 5.
Check match. Check match.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ken Walker with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Come on, come on.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A run straight ahead with Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
Mustang 19.
Looking to throw. Terry. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll change things up.
19 Lions.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Focus, boys, focus! Makes the dream work. Here we go, here we go!
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready, ready?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over.
Ready, ready?
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Ready?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give for Walker running right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
60 Maverick. Ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Come on.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And we'll still have time for one play before the half as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
Ranger, 70 Ranger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go.
The final shot before break. Terry. And shedding through the tackle.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now from the 42. Operating from the gun, Terry. Throw caught by Achan. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
On 1st and 10, Terry. Looking for Bolden, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4. Running right, here's Walker. Dancing away at the 35. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Taken down at the 30.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Walker. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Touchdown! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots have opened the lead up to 30. Wolf on now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Patriots 31, Dolphins nothing.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Panther 11. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Terry. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Third down and 13.
Cup 19, Cup 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
In motion, Hill.
Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Now Brown. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on second down. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Got it. Ready?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. To the right side, this is Walker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage.
And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that? And this time, he is in.
Yes.
Kenneth Walker with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Patriots continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Come on, come on.
2nd and 10.
70 Lions.
Achane gets it from the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. With it is Brown. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender, because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a run with Walker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 145 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. Down the left sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
On the set.
And they will take a knee here.
Okay, break.
Make a stand, D. Let's get some energy. Let's go. Let's go,
Let go.
And they take a knee.
I can't believe what I'm watching.
Okay, ready? Go!
And they'll indeed take a knee. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for New England, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.